What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's the one, the only, Mr. S, coming to you with another stream. Figured out, go ahead and push making some content, while got my ooh, that's the MP5. Wow, I used the MP5 class in a hot minute. But yeah, no, I figured out try to push some content, see if I can kind of force the issue a little bit. Me shooting like that probably won't happen though. Reload right here. Yeah, it's definitely old school class. I can tell 'cause I got the damn red laser, which gives away my position if I'm not careful. Ooh, apparently not that badly. See anybody else? Well, I gotta be careful. Okay, so he's right down there. So, oh, footprint. Oh, he thought he was getting away. Oh, person behind me. Wow, these niggas suck. Oh, yep, there goes. There's the old kryptonite of the MP5, the old distance trick. Like a second one trying to hit a dartboard. Ugh! Oh man, I swear I got that off. Let's see if I can kind of just. Ugh! That was an accurate throw. I want to use the LC-10. I thought I had a class. There it is. Aha! But oh. Oh! Alright, so hopefully he'll still be there when I make it over there. Gotta run really slowly this way. And then get shot in the face! That's exactly how we had it drawn up. So that's good. That's good. That's what we want, ladies and gentlemen. And he did it again. That's a really effective damn spot, low key. You gonna go back to over there? No. Go and throw this and hope. Oh! Oh, what a moose knuckle. Where's this guy? Damn, my body. Oh, man. Okay, let's see if I can get back on it. I started off good. A little rough spot. Until then, that near just to clear it. Take him out. Get moving. Come over here. Get the reload. Come around the corner and die. Nope, guess not. Go in here. Check it. Clear. Clear. Let's see. Where the hell is everybody? Oh, there's somebody. Hold on, I need to change up this class. What is that? 7.5. Probably prefer that if anything. What is that? Hip fire accuracy. Well, that takes me to ADS. Yeah, let me go to this one. Even though I was just literally saying something about uh having the damn sight to give away my position, but I don't want to lose my ADS. That's really top priority when it comes to these classes that I have, where I'm just trying to run around and play more based on anticipation and reflexes compared to the usual, you know, strategic play style, I guess you could say, where I'm going and checking each spot, things like that. I don't know where the hell that bullet came from. That's one thing I was saying in my last video. Yeah, talking about going to the military. That's one thing that would definitely, it would be crazy. 'Cause, man, you gotta think. You don't hear the shot. You don't hear the shot that takes you out. There's no way you can. I mean, unless you get shot like in your. Oh, I don't know. Well, I got to do a really good job checking the room. Look at there. He got his whole teammate killed. Oh, wow. I can't believe that actually worked. Oh, I thought that was. Oh, hell no, man. Put that garbage in. We ain't using other people's loadout. We don't know what these retards are thinking. I thought it was another system or some thing or another. Okay, yep. That's alright. That's what I wanted to have happen. Joke's on you. Oh, I gotta keep in mind the fact that I'm actually recording, because if I don't, I'll just play the game. Because normally, I, like, with me in my mind, oh, that was a teammate. I should probably looked out for that. See, that's why you keep the laser, though. But, no, with my mind, the way. I don't know. I'm talking or I'm thinking constantly. It doesn't stop. And if anybody who deals with that knows how unbelievably hard and stressful it can be to not be able to cut your mind off. Twat. That's just a twat thing to do. Old twatosaurus rex over here. But everybody, I mean, if anybody knows how hard it is to keep cooking your mind off, it's a struggle. So I talk constantly and nonstop. And if that's the same thing, okay. But no, it's nonstop. And with that, like I'm always talking, but when I play video games, you don't think to speak out loud. You don't think to try to, you know, just I don't know. It's an odd thing, which I know I can do it. I do it all the time when I'm on my own, more just for entertainment purposes. Uh, so I gotta always remind myself because I know if I don't, I'm going to just sit here and quietly play the game because I don't think about it. I usually have music playing. That'll catch my distractions. That guy's some trash. Wow, how he missed? And he was right beside me. See if he's still dumb enough later. Let's see. I can't see him. Right there. Oh, he died. Someone's gonna get me. Nope. There we are. Oh, he should really watch his back. What the hell? What that sweep through? Uh huh. Uh huh. Oh, I seen him. Ugh! Damn. I thought I could just do the old spray and pray trick. It didn't really work though. I definitely sprayed though. They're probably looking for me. Oh. Oh, I don't have cold-blooded on this one, I guess. Because he was definitely shooting at me. Not fast enough, though. I play this every time I'm on this one. Oh, damn it! That's the same person. I'm so sorry. I promise you it's an accident. It's okay. We won anyways. Yeah! Yeah, no, definitely, let's see, that's what he said. No, not today. Didn't know for now. I should probably not read my text out loud while I'm doing this. Hey, that's that gun that I didn't pick up. Damn, boy, it's spraying. No. Oh, well, I can't spell. Alrighty, now, let's do it. Hopefully I can get a good map. That's really it. Like, that's a big thing, too. Whenever you don't care to play the game. Excuse me. Coffee burp, sorry. Oh, I'm gonna. I really hope I get satellite. Satellite's gotta be the best map in this game. Actually, I would add that to the all time. I prefer satellite over Nuketown at this point. Why? Because I see Nuketown 145,226 times. Whenever you are playing, because that map just seems to keep coming back. It's like they don't want to think of nothing new. But of course we play here. But I forgot my damn point. Oh yeah, but out of all the games, Satellite's definitely won us up there. I've grown to not mind this map either. Like for a while, I didn't like it, but after I kind of learned to play it a different way, which this one I can pretty positively say I play it a little bit better if I'm playing more of the distance game. But I can play the up close game too. I just gotta pick my routes a little bit smarter. Alrighty, maximum effort, ladies and gentlemen. Here you go to everybody who's around me. Yep, you get it. Yep. There we are. All right, let's do it. What was that? Is there a freaking grenade launcher? Yeah, he does. Yeah, that's how you use that gun. Just shoot it randomly. Try to hit it across the one of the freaking biggest maps ever. We got smoke already on the field. Got one guy down. Is that a crossbow? Look, a crossbow to me. Thought there was a lag with that shot. Hopefully that's not something I gotta deal with for this whole game. That would really suck. I can't say how my game lags and crap like that. Which I'm sure everybody's like that. I mean, not then. Sure. Ah, yeah. Good thing I happened to be looking there that one time. Oh, wow. I'll give you. Yes, sir. Good job. I would have did the same thing. It's, yeah, like I say, hypocritical. Like, I can't stand people who post up, but I do it. Like, it's a fun way to play the game without having to really play the game. Like, you can just kind of post up and just like, oh, there's a person, foul, there's a person, bam. If you're not, you gotta run around and actually you gotta try. And that's really the thing. I don't care to try half the time. Oh, that's really what it is. This is the not trying play style. Oh, or getting kills apparently. But see, one thing too, like whenever you, even if you're aiming here, if you use, look over there, like see to the left, you can still see the other, yeah, that area right over there, which, there, was that 2 and 1? What? I got a combo? What? What a twat-sickle. It's okay. That's the old Ankylosaurus Rex right there, the old meat muncher. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I wish I would play on satellite. I don't mind this map. I think that's why I like playing on satellite so much, because I can play that map in a very lazy. Oh, yeah, perfect time to reload! Oh, apologies for the yelling. Not really. I mean, cut it down a little bit, or obviously it's going to happen. Which I guess, yeah, it probably would be annoying because normally I'm speaking very quietly and mellow and chilled, and then bam, random burst of retard. I gotta be careful what I say. I mean, everybody's so damn sensitive these days. It's like, oh, he said the R word. Well, for anybody who thinks that, I'm just gonna say this right now. When I say retarded, I don't mean the special needs, especially able, things like that. I was actually really cool with any of them. They're some of the best people I ever met. In high school, I was actually, I'm not gonna say I was popular. I wasn't a jock or anything, but I was well known more than the average person, I would think. Had a lot of friends. I was always, easy to get along with. Like high school was a very easy and fun experience for me. Where I did a lot of really dumb things, but they were also really fun at the same time. Uh, like I would be lunch. I'd go sit with them, or they come sit with me, or whatever else, and they'd kind of hang out with me at times. Like, so when I say retarded, it's more just a way. Like people are acting like it's just you're dumb. You're doing dumb things. I see that was a retarded thing to do. You go shoot, miss, and give up your position. No, but no, I'm not. Everybody's so sensitive these days. You can't say anything. Everybody has an opinion, and people don't realize nobody cares about their opinion. In real reality, like some people, it's a little different because they get a voice out of the opinion. Because some people really can't voice their opinions. They can't communicate correctly, or they can't, form their thoughts and sentences and things of that nature. So with that makes sense. But these people who just love to blow himself up. Apparently. But no, these people that just love to throw their 2 cents on everything, like it matters so much about what they think, because I don't know. I don't know why people think they're justified for. I have a good thing. Mike Tyson said a quote, and it was people do, or it's not a quote. It's a quote from Mike Tyson, but he said the problem is that everybody's used to doing everything on the internet, and that no one's getting punched in the mouth for things anymore, and that is absolutely true in my opinion. I grew up having to fight, grew up fighting constantly. My first physical interaction was in kindergarten. I didn't fight back because I never liked violence. I grew up in a very hectic household. Had a stepdad who I had very bad anger issues and usually took them out on my mother. Uh, we was always moving. It was always stressful. So I never liked confrontation. I still don't. I'm a very peaceful person. I like to enjoy life and have fun, things of that nature. He saved his teammate's life. Man, I was about to attempt to finger bang him. No, to finish him. But no, I mean, I don't like confrontation. Oh yeah, I got him. I can get rid of this damn thing while I'm here. But yeah, I never liked confrontation, so I always try to avoid it. But yeah, kindergarten, I remember, or how it happened was, I was living, I always lived in the hood. I lived in the hood most, up until probably seventh, into my seventh grade years when I got out of the ghetto. Either ghetto or trailer park, one or the other. I mean, it's the same difference. I actually think trailer parks are worse in my opinion, because then you have to deal with white, like that damn white trash. White trash people are the worst. Like, man, I don't know. I do not understand racism or anything, man. Black people are so damn cool. Like, they're the most chill people to hang out with. They know how to always have a good time, even in bad situations, because they're, that's one thing you learn growing up poor is you can't let money and things like that dictate your mood the same way. Like, people who come from money, they all like if they don't have money, boy, that's it. Like, they're stressing and everything. But no, I mean, after a certain point, oh, I'm so sorry. Uh, I shot me in the ass. Ah, you son of a. Wow, I suck. Good thing my teammate was there. But yeah, no, you're growing up poor, man. You don't. It's not the same. It really isn't. And only people who come from that life really know. I should have stayed on that position. But man, it does like it's crazy how so many people can let it dictate them. But whenever you grow up poor, it's just you learn that way. And just because of it, confrontation is something I've always tried to avoid. But kindergarten, I freaking kid was talking about my mother, and I got mad, went to my mom, crying and everything, and said, "All right, we're gonna deal with this right now." I was like, "Deal with what?" Like, I mean, I'm confused as hell. Like, what are you talking about? And she's like, "Where's the kid at?" We go out of the damn. We go out of the house. We live in the corner house at the time, and the kid was like standing like probably 30, 40 foot from the house. But he could see the house, obviously. So we walk out and seems like, hey, come here, So you been talking, he said you're talking about me, this, that, and the other. So y'all gonna fight it out right now. And kid, bam, hits me in the face. And I don't like confrontation, like I say. So I ball my fist and I just get mad. And I just, start tear up. I'm angry. Damn, have we won? Look at there. Good thing, because I was too busy talking. But yeah, no, I'm sitting there angry and freaking. That's crazy how accurate that is. But get angry, but I don't swing. Like I said, I don't like confrontation, man. It's constant fighting and drama and everything else in my house most of the time. And from there on, like I slowly but sure, like first time I actually went and sought out a fight was fourth grade. Besides certain situations, like I had a best friend named Darius who I fought a few different times, just like because I had it. But I also knew that I could beat him, which is a bad thing. But younger me, that's how how I was. Kind of grown ups are like that. Now at this point, I'll fight anybody. But I fought him and then my cousin. Me and him got into a few different fist fights, and certain things like my buddy Darius, like we had a battle once. We was on my bed, and I was probably I was in fourth. It might have been like maybe right before fourth or right after one of this that time period. We was jumping on my bed in my room, and this at this point we lived in a trailer park off in this place called Five Points in High Point. Anybody who knows High Point, uh, knows High Point is garbage. I'm talking North Carolina. Anybody knows High Point is it's not a good place. I live in Five Points, and there's a trailer park right down the road from it. And luckily, I lived off lower, so I was able to avoid a lot of Five Points most of the time. Besides, going to school or occasionally we went to stores, things like that. or there was a McDonald's right up the road. We'd go there at times, things like that. But yeah, we lived down in his trailer park, and he was jumping on the bed. I don't even know what happened. I have no idea. I have no idea the details. I haven't known for a very long time. He did something. Yeah, that's like I remember I got knocked over or something. I got mad and I like leg swept him to where he was down at my level and I put my heel right into his mouth and busted his lip and messed his like he was like spitting up blood and stuff and he like left, was like crying. My mom came in and I was like, he did this and then yeah. But like a few days later, yeah, we're back to being friends because, that's usually how most men are. Like we fight it out, we deal with the problem, up until the point where we get good at talking things out. But man, we'll fight it out. We're good. Like that's it. We don't have to say nothing else about it. It's whatever. It's in the past type of thing. I would have been right there if I was on that side. Or right there. Right there. Right here. Or nowhere apparently. No, someone's definitely over there. Oh, I don't have to try. But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, so certain times like I would fight. But I would only fight if absolutely necessary as I got older. I got a I think I got my most fights I went it was going to this is after I moved in with my dad because I lived with my mom from the time it was from birth to 12 years old. Uh, ah, teammates. Cool, and I can shoot you. But yeah, and I lived with my mom from 0 to 12. Left my mom's because she was moving from hotel to hotel or motel, whichever one is the one that you don't, the ghetto ones, the motel. But she was moving from it, and she's like, this ain't a life for you. And my other two siblings, unfortunately, they're like I said, my stepdad was piece of work, so he was never around after he did leave. So yeah, no, they were kind of, it was them and my mom. Wow. And yeah, so but my dad, yeah, so it was moving, and then she was like, we're gonna temporarily go stay with your dad. It's be for short time. And I was always a very logically thinking kid. Like I don't know why. Like I always thought everybody thought like me, but as I got older, it became very, very apparent that was very, very untrue. And my dad comes and picks me up, and don't get me wrong, like me and my dad had a relationship, but not not that good of one. Like it was more like I seen him once in a blue moon, and it was more just from our siblings that I had because I have 8 siblings. My dad had 7, including me. My mom had 3, including me. And he came pick me up, and he was like, he kind of explained it to me, man to man, as he always does, and that's how we still are, obviously. 'Cause he's the same way. He's intellectual, and he thinks realistically. He's a realist. I mean, that's how I am. Everything it has to make sense. Everything has to connect the dots. That's the reason why like things like atheism or like that stuff don't make sense to me. Logically thinking, it doesn't make no sense. How does something come from nothing? How does an explosion create order? Don't make sense. So well, we talk. I don't remember the conversation. I just remember I remember sitting in front of the place, either after we got back or I don't know. I mean, I have even left. I don't really know. Like I say, I got a lot of blacked out spots of life in my head. But anyways, yeah, we go back and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm moving to them. And she's like, what, really? And I was like, she's like, how did you decide? And after that, I don't remember anything else. And I move in with him, and first off, we lived. This is when I moved back to Greensboro, which is where I was born. But I didn't really live in Greensboro growing up. It was always, High Point was the majority. Lived in Alabama for a while, Tennessee, went to Virginia a good bit. That's where stepdad's family was from. Um, and I'd be mad if I was him. Oh, good thing I was a teammate. But yeah, no. So I've been everywhere, and ended up moving to Virginia, and there's this. school. If anybody knows Greensboro, or ended up moving to Greensboro, sorry. And I don't know if anybody knows Greensboro, but off of Summit School, it used to be called Aycock Middle School. I don't know what it's called now. I think like something stupid like Twilight, whatever else, Twilight Middle School or something like that. But it's right behind the Sonic on down on Summit, and you go past car dealership, all that, go between the two. Yeah. And yeah, I went there, and yeah, of course, only white guy. And I was always used to that. There's always this one kid I always got fights with, and it was more because like sometimes like he would just try to push me. I think maybe because I was the only white kid besides one other kid, uh, who was not out. It was odd because he was in seventh grade with a full on mustache, but so he was always odd to me. So it's just the two of us, and I don't catch myself and start singing Eminem. Wow, I stuck that one. I could have got him, and that could have got me to one. But yeah, no. So yeah, we was the only two, and this kid, man, it's just he always trying to mess with me. And I remember one time we got in a fight a few times. We got probably like 3 or 4 different times all the time I was there. Every time it was always in the lunchroom bathroom. That's where everybody fought. That's where everybody could get free and everybody could go to lunch because lunch it was a whole different building for the lunchroom. And it was you go through two double doors and it was two bathrooms. Men's to the right, women's to the left. You go through two more double doors and bam, it's a huge cafeteria space. And one time I remember I seen this kid and he was booking down the hallway like through all these people and you could just see the world on his face. I looked and I seen who was chasing him and it was that guy. So I put my foot out and trip him. Trips hard as hell. And he like catches himself and he gets in my face and he's like, the teacher comes, kind of breaks us up. And then we leave, and then we come to lunch, and then, yeah, I go to the bathroom, he follows me in, then obviously fight there. So, back to the whole point I was trying to make, and yeah, I've been fighting for a long time, but I never liked the confrontation of it. So that's one thing I've definitely tried to avoid if possible, shall I say. Even though now I'm a lot more prone, like I'm a lot more open to hitting somebody in the face. Uh, so I had to reply to my friend's mother about playing basketball tomorrow, hopefully. Uh, but yeah, I definitely want to. It's one thing, even though I'm getting older, body's falling apart and everything else, man. I always try to get some buckets in. Which I'm low-key thinking about going and playing at different areas and just trying to actually broaden my play style and everything else. 'Cause I'm pretty damn good if I do say so myself. But 100% is in everything in life. You can always be better. You can always improve, always grow. You can always fix something. We should never stop growing throughout this life. That's really a lot of people's like, "Oh, you changed," but we're supposed to, if you're 40 and you still act like you did when you was in high school, there's really big issues with that. And, I've always felt I was kind of ahead of the curve. I still do. I'm humble. In a humble way, I really do mean that. Um, but like I was just, saying earlier, it's just like I say, my thought processes always seem different than the majority. And because of that, like I perceive things in a very different way. Wow, I should not have got that. That's crazy, bro. This gun's broke as hell if they can do that. Over here. I wonder if anybody's still up though. Hold on, I heard gunshots. Oh wow. Okay, I guess that works. Didn't give up the spot. But yeah, no, I've always felt like I was somewhat ahead of the curve. And because of that, I don't know, I've carried myself and handled myself a very different way. Damn, I should have worried about where I was at. So I'm looking. I thought I seen a dude run that way, but I think that might have been the one I shot. But yeah, no, I mean, always see things differently, but People just don't like growing. People don't like change. People don't like truth. That's the big issue with this damn world. Man, I'll tell you what, I never would have imagined that the world that we live in to be this that we are currently in. It is absolute crap that people like you can't accept facts. It's a fact. Fact means there's nothing you can do about it. A fact is a fact. People's opinion doesn't change facts. That's not how it works. No matter how hard I believe the sky is purple, it is blue. No matter how hard you believe that you can identify as a different gender, you cannot. One is born with an XY chromosome, one is born with two X's. One has a pelvis degree of 120, one's pelvis degree of 90, because one is built for having children and one is not. One is built for strength. One produces a lot more testosterone, one produces a lot more estrogen. Like there are so many different things that proves that you can't do that. But the world we live in is like, oh yeah, yep, you gotta play with their delusion because their feelings are hurt. I'm like, man, dude, my feelings have been hurt my whole life. Like, and you over here crying, like you have no idea. Like these people, like I understand, like it comes from a trauma place. Like I don't know, it could have been molestation, rape, you could have been pushed on by your peers. I mean, there's so many different things, but there's a logical reason for it. And with that, like, and you know how there's a logical reason because this didn't become normal until like the last 10 years. Like it's freaking crazy. When I was a kid, no way in the world would this stuff have flown. And I can only imagine even further back into time. But now it's like everybody's just like, yeah, you can do it. Yep, you can. Your feelings matter when they don't. In all reality, they do not. We're nothing but a vapor. Like our lives are passing right by, and in 150 years, if the world's still here, no one's going to remember you. No one's going to care. And guess what? They're going to dig up your body, and you can identify as a female, but those facts are going to line up. Your pelvic degree is going to line up. Your chromosomes are going to line up. That's in your bones DNA. So, it's really it's like I say, it's very wild how everything's just so changed and how everybody's, so their opinions matter so much, and it really doesn't. Like some people, like they'll pity you and they'll try to make you feel better, but no, I mean anybody who's a realist, they're not going to buy into your delusion. It's ridiculous. Wow, he must be trying to get a camo. Oh shit! Good thing he didn't pay attention. Oh, he got me. But yeah, no, it's just the fact that in this world that opinions can try to change fact. It's very insane. But that's the thing that I've always lived in facts. I always will live in facts because no matter what people think, no matter what people do, no matter how people are, facts are consistent. Facts are the truth of the universe. It's like you, you know, believe all you want. Believe that gravity is not a real thing. Go outside and try to float away. See if it works for you. Tell me, just let me know. Go ahead and just comment. Yeah, tell me that you believe that gravity wasn't a real thing, so in that case you could float away. Which actually, there's rumored to believe that it actually isn't gravity holding us down, but that's a whole different subject. Uh, but go out there and you believe, these things, but you think you can cut your meat off, bam, you're a woman. Like, absolutely not. That's not how it works. And then it's crazy because, like, if you would go into a doctor and say, "Can you cut my arm off? I feel like I was not supposed to be born without an arm." I really believe, all in my heart and soul, that uh, that I'm not supposed to have an arm. I'm supposed to have one, and they would look at you like you were crazy. You know why? Because you are crazy. But for some reason, it's okay to cut off your genitalia. Make it make sense for me, please. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I would. Now I'm not gonna say argue. Argue is the word that puts people in different minds. I would debate anybody on these topics. I will say that. But no, yeah, it's ridiculous that people think fact can change or opinions can change fact. But like I said, you got man. Like I don't care how hard I believe, how hard I cross my fingers, twiddle my toes, or whatever it is. Uh, the sky is not purple; it's blue. Can't change it. Nothing will change it. But people over here just from what the research that I put in, from hearing other people talk, just different podcasts and things that I watch. They say it's a lot more just here in the States. But it makes sense because the people in the States, our leaders aren't leading us to help us. They're leading us to use us, to take advantage of us, to manipulate us, to control us, to harm us, to take our money, because they're a bunch of greedy ass humans who they suck. Every one of them. Like, how in the hell do we end up with a president like Joe Biden? Can someone explain it to me? A man who can't even comprehend himself, a man who can't think, a man who can't talk, who can't walk. Like, how? I've seen a video of this man. He was standing up. He riding a bike. He stops. He's standing there. He's standing there for a good few seconds. So it shows that he had posture. He was positioned up. He wasn't falling or in the process of falling. He established a position of stability, and he just falls out of nowhere. Look at that. 111. Uh, and he just falls out of nowhere. That's crazy. Yeah, it just falls out of nowhere. Like, how do we end up with this guy leading our country? And I can tell you why, because that whole party, Obama, Obama putting us in so much debt whenever he was in office. Hillary, every one of them. She had her damn emails, like all this stuff. It all makes sense if you look into it. I'm not saying believe me because I'm saying it. Look into what I'm saying. But no, they're corrupt as hell. They're not leading the country to help the country. They're leading the country for their own personal greed and satisfaction. And it just seems like that's what's going to keep happening as long as y'all keep voting like. You don't think it's odd that they are trying so damn hard to put Donald Trump in office? It's because they know he's going to fix it. He's going to stop all the crap they've been doing. He knows what's going on. But at the same time, Hillary, she had her emails getting people killed and whatnot. All these different things, and they happen to be deleted. Oh no! Wow! And they just drop it. They didn't pursue it. They didn't do anything else. They left her alone. This man Trump has been in so many cases at this point. They're just keep continuously going after him for all these different things. And it's all because it's a part of the grand plan. It's all a part of the West being controlled and we're getting weakened. Like all of us, people's mentalities, people's way of thinking. Like people are addicted to cell phones and social media. People are addicted to drugs, alcohol, sex, women or men. Like there's so many things that's the world is so far because everybody is getting away from God and the God mentality. And there's a thing with Christianity is we believe that there are absolute truths in the world, and there are. Hold on one second. Yeah, there are absolute truths in this world. No matter what you believe, it's there. Like gravity, math. No matter what you believe, 2 plus 2 will always equal 4. Why? Because that is how God intended it. That is how it works. There are certain things that go in with physics, astrology, sociology, psychology, that no matter what you think, it's not changing. It's a fact, and those are absolute truths, which is something that is, like I said, you believe very hard in Christianity. Like I believe 110% there is a God. There's no way you can teach me otherwise. And people are they don't want to believe in the truth no more. They want to do what makes them comfortable, so they don't have to mess up and deal with themselves. And they want to be comfortable and they want to blame other people for their problems. And in reality, the world is, like the world is 10% what happens and 90% how you handle it and receive it. And with that, man, like it's just there's so much power to it, and there's such a different life than what people are really living. And people are so blind and have the veil just over their eyes. Hey, I have that skin. Thank you for that. But yeah, people are just living this false life. Oh, right, it's what. Uh, and it blows my mind that people they just don't want to know the truth because they're weak. That's what the country is. That's what the West is. Is we have created a nation of very, very, very weak and obese individuals. People who don't want to work out because it's hard. People who don't want to change because it's hard. People who don't want to grow because it's hard. There's a person who's in my life who is in a very toxic relationship, but because they don't like change, they don't leave it. Like, what? You getting used and abused, and you just deal with it because you don't want to be alone and you don't want to change. Change is uncomfortable. But change is absolutely necessary. People don't understand that, and that is why the United States is a joke. I mean, I'm proud to be American. I am. But I am not proud of the people that I share my country with in any way, shape, or form. I am not proud of the way this country is being led at this point. I am not proud of the trajectory this country is going towards. We are only getting worse, and it doesn't seem like it's going to get any better because people are going away from God. But also, I've noticed there's like a split that's beginning to happen to where at one time it's like now there's a lot more extremes. Like I seen a thing on Facebook. I don't see it on Facebook often at this point. I try to avoid it, if I'm being honest. But every once in a while, it's like I'll get on a scroll for a second. Uh, and I seen this thing that said Louisiana was bringing the Ten Commandments back into schools. And if that's true, then that's a really good step in the right direction because that's what we're missing. We're missing the big G being in everybody's lives. It's God. If you didn't understand that, you spell God with a big G because it's a name, title. Call him God. Everybody's like, oh, you should call him this, that, and other. It's like, no, God is the same thing. Like you call your dad, you could dad. It's formal. It's the title of respect. You're not gonna call him by his name, Jehovah. Or, I mean, you could, but it's not the same for sure. But yeah, no, these people are just so blind to the truth. And it's because we're just further and further away from God. Early 2000s, God was still around. So cell phones hit, boy, shit hit the fan. Like they started slinging it at the fan. Everybody's like, oh, it's okay how we are, it's fine. But now it's to the point where it's creating two extremes. It's creating a group of people like me, guys who are like, damn, I can't think of any other names. Uh, Tate, Coleman, Pearson, what's her name? I can't think of it. Damn it. But yeah, no, people of that side, it's like there's people who are waking up. They're pushing for the truth. They're pushing to wake people up, which is ideally what I hope to get to one day. This is a main way that I can really record. All I have is a headset. My camera's on my phone's garbage. Plus, I really don't like being in front of the camera, and I like the fact that you can't see me, so it's a lot harder to form judgments about me. Because you see certain individuals, and you form these judgments. Like everybody does it. It's instinctive. You size people up, you measure people up, you judge people, and this way I like it a little bit more because it does help kind of create that. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? Create that mystery. I guess you can say that's not the word I'm looking for, but I guess another way you can put it. Creates that mystery to what I look like or who I am, things like that. Like even though it sounds like I'm going to describe myself, you listen to the stories and that how like yes I am a white male. Uh, but if you listen to some of the things I say, you would see that there's a lot of people, a lot of other races who believe that. Like there's a thing that's like oh everybody there's white privilege. Like I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but I've never been privileged to be white. I have had a very difficult life in my opinion. But, just because people are white, they think their life is so much easier. Not saying that in some situations it may or may not be, but I'm saying I ain't never seen it. I ain't never experienced it. I ain't never got even the slightest taste of it. My life has been shit. for a good portion of it, like, y'all have no idea. Like, I could there's some dark stuff that I could really get into and say. I mean, maybe one time or another it'll happen, but no, like, I've had a life. It's been unbelievable. It's what I thank God for though, because all the trials, all the storms, everything that I have ever experienced has helped me become a very good person, mold me into a very dangerous individual, as long as I continue on the correct path, should I say. And I thank God for the trials, but man, yeah, no, if you listen to my life, you're not going to see any kind of privilege. You're not going to see all this crap that everybody just constantly pushes. Same thing with like all this hatred. It's like, oh, black and white people still get shit. Like, man, when I was younger, like everybody, like, man, all my best friends are black. My closest, like, close people in my life, second family's black. I mean, third family. Like, it's never about skin. Like, I see people as people. I don't like people as a whole in the majority of the time. But I see mankind as one big species. I don't see white, black, Chinese, Asian, uh, Haitian, African, all these different things. I see humans same way. Like I see dogs, I see cats, I see all these different things because we're all the same thing. I suck. Damn, I should have focused a little more. But we're all the same being. We're all humans who have souls. We are all connected together. But people have let this physical aspect of life taken over when this life is not a physical, like it is a physical life, but we are all spiritual beings. And with us being spiritual beings, we should behave and act as such. That is why God is so necessary because God helps you find who you are and who you're supposed to be, helps heal all that crap. And people think that, Christianity, Jesus, and things of that nature is slavery. But really, we're slaves to the things we're addicted to. We're slaves to the things that we run to when life is hard that never really helps us. And, through Jesus and God, you break those chains. But because people are so far away, they don't see these truths. They don't see the reality of these things. And it's just snowballing the worse and worse. And I mean, the Bible is unfolding right in front of everybody's eyes. When people really look at it, you would see it. How long have I been talking? Oh wow, it's actually not horrible. But yeah, no, you'd see it if you really looked at it, and it's it's crazy. It really is, and I do hope to one day be able to help people wake up a little bit, help show people the truth. Because if you have any questions or anything like that, I can answer them. But like I said, I intend to eventually get to that. But there's a lot of things I gotta work on first. But I know in time it will happen. But that's why I want to do this, so that way I can still somewhat try to help wake people up, hoping that eventually one of these will hit and bam, one person will tell another and it'll spread kind of quickly. And with that, I can help people more, and then also I can get people's opinions, people's comments, kind of see and help gauge on what I talk about more often, things of that nature. But uh, it's just all those things that just has to happen within time. Some things you really just can't force in life. That's one thing I believe that everything happens for a reason. Everything happens in the time it's supposed to happen. There's no such thing as coincidence or luck. What's in luck a very irrational thinking process. There's no way that two people can split a pole and then create a bad luck. Like it doesn't compute. I split poles my whole life, and my life hasn't really changed much. Like it's been a consistent line about how life's been. So luck is not a concept that I look into a lot. My mom is. My mom is very heavy into it. Like, there's been times I have not crossed the pole because of her, for her thought and her well-being. But no, I don't care about that stuff. It doesn't make sense to me. She's huge about it. And I don't know, just so many people are just away from this truth of the universe. And I hope to be able to wake somebody up. But anyways, I think I'm gonna get off of this and try to play the game. At least tired of talking while playing the game. So thank you for tuning in. If you did, um, thanks for the support. Not gonna tell you to like or comment because I know obviously if you like it, then you'll like it. If you want to comment, then you'll obviously comment. You know, if you enjoy what you hear, see, or anything like that, you'll have to subscribe. So I'm not gonna be like all the other idiots who say, "Oh, like and subscribe my content," blah blah blah. Kind of goes without saying. It's kind of the whole point of YouTube. I don't know, it seems kind of pushy in a way. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get on with my day. Go ahead and, work myself up, go to the gym, doing some things of that nature. Figure out my plans for the evening. Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe out there. God bless. Peace.